Hi, I'm James Schillinglaw. I'm here at the Signature Owners Conference here in Nashville, and this is the first conference back in a few years now. I'm here with a familiar face. If you watched this in earlier times, it's Karen Yates, who is the Executive Vice President Technology, and around the industry, Karen is pretty well known as being, one of the best technology people around in terms of the travel agency community, and we're going to. And of course, there's a lot that was announced here, and a lot of updates to their technology, and we're going to talk about it one by one, and give her a chance to talk about all these things that they developed, and you'll hear it all more and more on Insider Travel Report. Karen, first of all, it's great to be here once again to see you. It's really been amazing it's been so long, now about 3 years since we had live conferences with you guys, and it really is fantastic to be there. We have about 400 some people here, yes. Which is great. And you got a chance to get up there because, again, you are very well known in the business as being one of the top technology people, at least with the technology that really helps travel advisors. Now let's talk a little bit about some of the things that you did introduce here. The first thing that you mentioned was something called Client Connection 2.0, and this has to do with CRM. So tell us a little bit about what you did, and I think you made it more encompassing, right?
Yes. Well, so 3 years ago, we announced that we were starting work on Client Connection 2.0, which is really just our interconnectivity with our agencies, right, and the synchronization of their client data back into our system. And previously, all of our members were required to be on client base.
Yeah, I remember that was like you had to be in Signature, you had to be client based.
Correct. And we used their system to synchronize the information.
Right.
But over time we realized we're missing out on opportunities to be able to have our members have a CRM that uniquely meets their business needs. So we decided to rip it all out and start from scratch. And so it's a 3-year-long project. We are in the final stretch of that project, and we will be launching in mid-year of 2023, in May, actually, of 2023, we'll be launching that so that our members, we're truly CRM inclusive now. So our members will have the capability to synchronize their information from any CRM.
Yeah, that's amazing because it really is, so they can use any CRM. It's not client-based anymore, right?
Correct. Yeah. And we have several members who've already done the integration. They've done the work into our web service, and they're ready to go. We won't have all of our programs completely rewritten to use that new system until May of 2023. That's why we'll do an official launch then.
So I guess they're really looking forward to that. Now, the next thing you talked about is something called your List Select project, and talk a little bit about what that is.
So going along with Client Connection 2.0, previously, when we did our print marketing and our email marketing and so forth, we did our list selection process with an outside service, a data service, right, who would actually look at that information, wash it, clean it up, make sure everything looks great, and then help us choose which client should receive which pieces of marketing. And as we were moving through this process, we made a decision that we really wanted a little more control of that. We wanted to be able to bring that in-house, and so we are also launching a new programming project to take that in-house, mm-hmm, and have the ability, since we have all the data, it's all now managed by us and it's all inside our house. We will have a whole system that you'll be able to search for your clients, find clients that match certain criteria. We'll layer in there extra information from psychographic, demographic information, even from our suppliers if they help us with our list selections. And not only will we be making our own list selections from there, but we're going to make this system available to our members. And previously, they would just get the end result of the clients that received it, but they couldn't actually query that system themselves and append all of that extra information as well. And then we will also layer in information about how clients reacted to email marketing. So it's truly marrying together both email and print together and seeing a whole picture of the clients and making those selections based upon all of their marketing history and their travel history.
That's going to be fantastic. And related to that, you have made changes in your email marketing too, and I think you do use an outside vendor there now. You have someone coming in, right?
Well, right now we do our own. Right. We have a proprietary system, and part of the reason we did that is because we wanted to make sure that we were layering travel history into our selections and actually suppressing clients from receiving marketing that would conflict with what they already had. So now, because we have our whole database in place, we own it, we control it, we have a web service, we have the opportunity to look at other email marketing providers, mm-hmm, and take advantage of some newer technology and development that they've done, and they've spent millions and millions of dollars developing this, and we would have to do the same to keep up with that. So we made a decision to partner with Salesforce.
Which is well known around. Yeah.
Yes, of course, and their marketing cloud platform. So we've also gotten approval to do that, and we're starting development on that now, and we will launch in second quarter 2023.
That's fantastic. So you've really upped this, and so you've been doing a lot during COVID. I don't know.
We've been pretty busy, and I really appreciate the fact that the board, even though we had to pull back on budgets, they continued to invest in the technology and made a decision not to pull back on that development, because we would be sitting here trying to restart those programs we made commitments for 3 years ago.
I know, and you would have been more delayed in doing
Yes.
all these things. Now, the big thing you have done, you have you call it Sig Crews Pro, which is your cruise booking system and everything else. You're making some major changes and also updates, and even in going into other areas with your new Sig Pro. Talk a little bit about that.
So Sig Crews Pro is our booking engine in partnership with Odysseus, and we've made quite a commitment, both from a staff resources and also from a financial standpoint, to underwrite that cost for our members. We have dedicated staff that all they do all day long is pull in promotions, make sure that they make sense so it's easy to understand. They can see what's combinable, different rates with different promotions and so forth, all day long. That's all they do to make it easy for the advisors so they can quickly come in and make their booking there. So what we have announced here today is that we also are making that available to our members with a white label for consumer use. So
that's interesting. So consumers go on your members' websites, and there will be a booking engine there, right?
Yes, and not only that, we from the center, of course, are sending email campaigns out to their clients, and a lot of what we send out to their clients are microsites. So we have partnerships with our cruise lines and our tour operators and destinations, and we send out these little microsites that we've built. And inside those, so if we send out a promotion for a particular cruise line, now we'll have specific sailing dates, and when clients click through, they will actually be able to book from that point.
That's amazing, because and the travel advisor will get the commission and the booking, of course.
Yes.
That's amazing. Now, and I think you're also expanding that. You're going beyond cruise soon, right?
We are. So we are opening the engine so members can add on GDS Air, and they can also add on additional hotel beds product as well.
That's going to be amazing, but we'll look forward to that. And when is that supposed to all come to fruition?
Well, the hotel beds and the air is available now.
Okay.
And the consumer booking engine, they just need to email us, and that's available now as well for them to add on.
So right away, you're getting something for all your members that's going to be used right away. Now, another thing you quickly announced, and I don't know if you're as far along on it, is a deal with kipsu for where your advisors can text their clients, right?
That's
correct.
correct.
Talk a little bit about that.
So we were getting ready to get this launched and had just started moving forward with that process right when the pandemic opened up. So we were doing it early 2020. And of course, because of the pandemic, a lot of our members pulled back because there's a cost to participate in that program. And so we just put it on hold for a little while for our members. And we're bringing that back online, and we're reinvesting and doing a little bit better single sign-on so they can use both a website and also an app to communicate with their clients, and doing the synchronization back to Client Connection 2.0 so that information about activities and conversations they've had with their clients synchronize back into that database. We will also have a secure payment system through there, so that can be tracked as well. And eventually, hoping to be able to leverage that and do an integration over into the marketing cloud system as well.
That's amazing. Now, you know, so much here. Anything else you want to highlight that you talked about here with your owners?
I think I've got enough work to do, James.
That's nothing. You got a few other I'm sure you got a product in the back of your mind somewhere, but you're absolutely right. This is an amazing presentation. Of course, for me, I thought the Sig Crews Pro and the updates to that for me is the big news. I don't know if you agree with that, but that's
absolutely. And the List Select and the Client Connection 2.0, the fact that we've actually gotten there, right? Yeah. I mean, it's 3 years. It seems like it's so far in the distance when we announced it, but we're there now. We're in that final stretch.
Well, you know, I've talked to a few agencies that recently joined Signature, and one of the reasons they say they joined is because of your technology. And people like, cruise planners was a major reason why cruise planners came and joined you. You know, they were at American Express, and they say, well, who has the best technology? We got to go with them. And cruise planners is no slouch in technology either.
That's what I was actually just going to say, is they are not a slouch on their own. They absolutely 100%. dollar for dollar, tit for tat. They come even with us on the technology side. But I do think the one great thing that we can bring to them is the extra things that we have and the integration that we have. We make it very easy for them to get what we offer into their system. And it's already there. It's a simple way for them to be able to get to that.
Well, I know this, as they come in, I'm sure there's going to be some technology you'll be sharing between the two of you, and really it's going to be a great partnership, not just to being them a member, but there's a lot of other agencies that came in because of that technology, and that's what I keep, we've heard that for years, and every year you come in and tell us even more stuff you're doing, and it's really amazing. So I think credit to you and credit to your team for making this a reality, and even during the COVID years, coming out with all these new developments.
It's exciting, and I'm glad they still want me around after 27 years, and I still have it together on the tech side, I guess, for an old gal.
I know. I don't know. I mean, I'm an old journalist, and I'm worried we're going to get rid of me soon. But although I own the company, so I guess they can't fire me yet. I'll fire myself, but this is another story. But you have done amazing things with technology here, and it's really a credit to you and your team. And again, through all this pandemic time, to really focus on that is an amazing job. Again, great to see you again, Karen.
Thanks so much, James. Appreciate it.
I'm James Schillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.